Imagine this. You're kicking back on a beach, the sun is shining, you're sipping on a fresh coconut, and your bank account is growing without you even having to look at it. It's the dream, right? What if I told you that becoming a millionaire is totally doable, even if you're out here right now grinding on a low salary? That's right, I said low salary. No lottery win, no inheritance from a long-lost relative, just you, some smart decisions, and a little bit of that hustle we all have inside us. Now, let's be real for a second. Most people, they never even get close. Why? Because they're stuck. They're stuck in a loop of fear, procrastination, and just straight-up bad financial habits. And if you don't break free from that cycle, you could end up like the vast majority of people, retired with nothing to show for it, or worse, struggling to even get by. Sound familiar? It's a scary thought, I know. But hold on, don't hit that panic button just yet. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how you can transform that low salary into a $1 million empire. So if you're ready to take charge of your financial future, buckle up and stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to joining the Millionaire Club, even if you're starting from zero. Alright, let's talk about saving. And no, I'm not talking about tossing your loose change into a jar every now and then. I'm talking about aggressively saving. We're talking about prioritizing your future self. The golden rule: pay yourself first. Before you even think about those bills, before you even consider that daily latte, you're setting aside at least 20% of your income. I can already hear some of you saying, "But Ahmed, I can barely afford rent." Trust me, I've been there, I get it. That's why we start small. Begin with 5%, then gradually bump it up as you adjust. And for the love of avocado toast, cut out the unnecessary spending. Do you really need that third streaming service? And speaking of subscriptions, how many of you are still shelling out money for that gym membership you haven't touched since January? Yeah, that's what I thought. Cancel it. Right now. See, the thing is, small expenses, they add up. You might think that $5 latte is no big deal, but over time, that's money that could be growing exponentially in your investment account. Think about it this way. Would you rather have a fancy coffee today, or would you rather be sipping a cappuccino in your own beachfront condo a few years from now? It's all about priorities. Now, when it comes to saving aggressively, it's not just about cutting back, it's also about finding ways to boost your income. And no, I'm not talking about getting a second job, though, hey, if that's your thing, more power to you. I'm talking about little things you can do to bring in some extra cash. Got a car? Sign up for a ride-sharing service. Have a knack for writing? Do some freelance work online. Okay, so you're saving like a boss, you're cutting back on unnecessary expenses, and you're even bringing in some extra cash on the side. Awesome. But here's the thing, saving alone won't make you a millionaire. You need to put your money to work. You need to invest. And before you start picturing yourself in a suit and tie yelling sell, sell, sell on the trading floor, relax. You don't need to be a Wall Street hotshot to make smart investments. One of the easiest and most effective ways to start investing is with index funds or ETFs. Think of them like baskets of stocks that track a specific market index like the S&P 500. They're simple, they're low cost, and historically they deliver some pretty solid returns. And the best part? They require very little effort on your end. You just set it and forget it, letting the magic of compound interest do its thing. Here's a quick example of how powerful compound interest can be. Let's say you invest just $500 a month in an index fund that earns an average annual return of 8%. In 30 years, you'll have over $1 million. That's the power of starting early and being consistent. Remember that beach vacation we were talking about earlier? That's compound interest working its magic. But hey, I know some of you are impatient. You want to see that $1 million sooner rather than later. And guess what? There are ways to potentially speed up that timeline. We'll dive deep into that in Act 3 when I reveal the secret to accelerating your path to millionaire status. Stay tuned, it's going to be good. Now before we move on, I want to address a common fear that holds a lot of people back from investing. The fear of losing money. Look, I get it, the stock market can be volatile. There will be ups and downs, that's just the nature of the game. Chapter 3, build multiple streams of income. Alright, we've covered saving, we've talked about investing, now let's talk about making more money. Now I know what you're thinking. Ahmed, you said this was for people with low salaries. And you're right, I did. But here's the beautiful truth. Your salary doesn't have to define your earning potential. In fact, most millionaires don't rely on a single source of income. They have multiple streams of cash flowing in, And you can too. This is where the side hustle comes in. Remember all those extra hours you used to spend scrolling through social media? It's time to put that time to good use. Freelancing, tutoring, selling products online, renting out a spare room on Airbnb, driving for a ride-sharing service. The possibilities are endless. The key is to find something you enjoy, something that plays to your strengths, and something that has the potential to generate some serious cash. And the best part? Many millionaires started with a side hustle that eventually replaced their 9-to-5 altogether. Imagine that, waking up every morning excited to work on your own terms, building your own empire, and achieving financial freedom on your own schedule. Sounds pretty sweet, right? But Ahmed, you might be saying, I don't have any skills, I don't have any time, I don't know where to even begin. First of all, stop with the self-doubt. Everyone has skills. Everyone has something valuable to offer. You just need to figure out what that is. And as for time, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Alright, there you have it. You've learned how to save like a pro, invest like a Wall Street wizard, and build multiple income streams like a true entrepreneur. But here's the secret sauce, the thing that ties it all together. Mindset. You see, becoming a millionaire isn't just about money. It's about believing that it's possible. It's about taking action. Even when it's scary, even when you doubt yourself. And it's about staying consistent, even when you don't see results overnight. Remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. Remember earlier when I mentioned there's a way to potentially speed up your journey to millionaire status? Well, here it is. Leverage. Whether it's leveraging your skills, your network, or your investments, the key is to find ways to make your money and time work harder for you. For example, instead of solely relying on index funds, consider exploring the world of real estate. With rental properties, you can generate passive income and build equity over time. Or if you're tech savvy, why not create a digital product or online course that generates recurring revenue? The possibilities are limitless. But here's the thing. Knowledge without action is useless. So, I challenge you to take one concrete step today. Open a high-yield savings account, invest $100 in an index fund, brainstorm a side hustle idea, anything to get the ball rolling. Don't wait for the perfect time because guess what? It doesn't exist.